Picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle. Welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. On the return, it's Laviska Shenault. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here comes the third-year man out of Michigan State, Kenneth Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Smith. It's out wide to try the tight end screen. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch and they can't get out in front.
That's complete. It's Metcalf. They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Seattle.
I think it's so critical to start the game fast. When you hear every coach and player harp on it in their press interviews and in their conferences, it's something that everybody stresses, but it's easier said than done. So I think for them to come out and face an early 3rd down and be able to pick up a 1st and extend this possession, I think it goes a long way towards everybody on that sideline and in that huddle just taking a deep breath.
Here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. It's Gino. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That's caught by Tyler Lockett. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. They'll try and run it with Walker. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
A 1st down throw for Smith. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively, to be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown. That is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Ronnie Bell. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. They'll throw to begin with Purdy. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Purdy now on 3rd and 2. Able to complete it to Ayuk. They get 19 on that pass play. It's good for a Niners first down.
It's a really critical conversion here, because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive, and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Throwing again is Purdy. That's complete to Mason. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's already 2 catches for this guy, and we haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet. And that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
Purdy works out of the pistol. That is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Smith. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Off the play fake, it's Smith. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
So on 4th down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt. This one fielded out beyond the 25. 49ers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. To throw is Purdy. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Here's a third down and 4. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On second down, Purdy. The connection made to Ayuk. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Third and short. Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll throw again with Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pickup there by the back to pick up the first down.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. That's over the middle to Kittle. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
He'll run. This is Mason. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only one. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Big Leonard Williams that time forces his way in for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. On the return, it's Williams. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Smith. Near the sideline and caught by Metcalf. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Gino. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Smith. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
George Kittle was the intended target that time, and it'll bring up second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On second down, Purdy. Pass brought in by Samuel. Here's a third down and 4. Back to the air again is Purdy. Open man, left side. He's got it. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Again in the air for Purdy. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Purdy gonna put it up again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Here's Purdy again. It is brought in the end zone. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So, halftime here. It's the visitors, the 49ers, who are on top. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. Oh, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. A run. And here's Mason. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. On the ground is Mason. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll try to run for it.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
A 1st down throw for Purdy. Samuel has it working the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. So Kittle comes in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowski, to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Geno. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Smith to throw on 1st down. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Geno. In trouble, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the big man, gets in there and takes him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Here comes a return, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. On 1st and 10, Purdy. The connection made to Ayuk. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. Right side, hauled in by Samuel.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's 3rd and 7. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's complete to Mason. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down. If he doesn't pick up the extra yards after the catch, they've got a 4th down play call they feel great about, and we're going to see what it looks like.
The Seahawks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he's going to be marked down up at the 12-yard line.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs. Keep this drive alive.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
They'll run. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They go play action with Smith. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run here. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. Off the play fake. Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Niners offense ready to take over once again. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
He'll drop this one down to the fullback. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll be second down.
In what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Chenault. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to have the Seahawks 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.